Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Global Dokkan Campaign 2025 tickets that we're actually getting during this campaign. So, when you originally logged in, you got 7 of these tickets, right? So you're able to collect up to 50. Collecting 50 will let you do something pretty special. So, in this video, we're going to kind of talk about that, how to get all the tickets, at least for part 1, and then kind of like what they do for you and why they're so good. So let's jump into this real quick. So the information here, special summon events that will have only one featured character who has a high summon rate will be available in the future. So this has not become available just yet, but basically what this means is you're going to be able to use these tickets to summon on a special banner that's only going to have one featured character. Now, why is that good? Because only one featured character pretty much means that if you summon, you get any sort of animation that guarantees a featured character, not talking like Zeno or a Goku Black Rift or Whis animation that guarantee you the new unit, just any of them that guarantee a featured character like Hercule and Boo, Trunks and Mai, any sort of combination, right, usually is a featured character. Now there are certain stipulations where it could be 3 unfeatured SSRs for certain conditions for certain paired characters, but all in all, typically it means featured characters. So I mean, you understand what I mean. You understand what I mean. We're not going to go off the rails here. All right, so to celebrate the Global Dokkan campaign, basically the global ticket is here. They're using 2 types of summon events that will become available in the future. The first type consists of special summon events that require 50 tickets to perform a summon. Only a new character from either the Dokkan Festival or the Legendary Summon Carnival will be a featured character, and the character's summon rate will be increased. So basically, it's going to be, for the way I read this, it's going to be 2 separate banners, either like a Dokkan Fest or a Summon Carnival, where you're either going to summon for the Goku and Vegeta, or you're going to summon for the Goku Black and Zamasu. There's a second type of banner that allows you to use 1 or 10 tickets to do a pretty much like a normal summon, right? Instead of using all your tickets in one go, you can kind of break them up if you want to. If you like rainbowed the units or something and you're just kind of chasing something different, you can do it that way. But yeah, so going in here, so how to collect the tickets. There's going to be a total of 100 of these global tickets that can be obtained during the campaign, 50 during part 1. So we can assume the other 50 are obviously going to be during part 2 and probably going to go towards the new characters there, the Dokkan Fest Omega and whatever the carnival is going to be, whether it be tag Super Saiyan 4s, whether it be Gogeta, whatever. Basically, you're going to have a chance to go for either or on part 1 and then either or again on part 2. Now, whether or not you're able to use the part 1 tickets on the part 2 banner, I don't know for sure. We'll keep reading and see if it says anything about it in here. I mean, I would assume you use part 1 for the part 1, part 2 for the part 2, but there's nothing in here that labels them as like 1 and 2. So I don't see why you couldn't just use them on any banner, right? After you've already done your part 1 summons, we're collecting these tickets now. The other summons aren't available. So, I mean, to be able to just use these towards the end on whatever banner you want, which I think they kind of did this during was it the 9th anniversary? Where they kind of had something like this where you could use like the rainbow tickets on like any of the 4 banners. So, I mean, it's basically that, just with boosted rates to get the character you want. But looking at this here, so the first login, you're gonna get 7 tickets. So straight out of the gate, 7 tickets. For the Global Dokkan Special Missions Part 1, you're gonna get up to 33 tickets. And then the other 10 are going to come from the Inevitable Showdown Extra Mission, which is really just clear the Seriously Serious battle, right? It's not going to be anything that's super crazy that like it's going to be a struggle for everybody to get this. They try to make it pretty easy for everybody to try to get these, to give everybody a chance to summon and to experience and have fun, right? So let's see, tickets can be obtained upon first login. Yep. Certain missions cannot be completed when the event period starts. So we're going to go over this as well here in a little bit. So where to use them? Exclusive Dokkan Festival ticket summons and Legendary Summon Carnival ticket summons will be available. There will be 2 types of ticket summons this time. So basically these aren't available just yet. They will be, I assume, during part 2, but we'll see. Ticket summons that require 50 tickets. So ticket summons where you can use all 50 of them to perform a summon allows you to recruit an SSR character. So you're gonna get SSR guaranteed from this. The kicker here is there's only 1 featured character for each summon, and the character summon rate is 44%, which is huge. So, I mean, you have an almost 50-50 shot of basically pulling the new unit in a 50-man banner. So that's pretty good, right? 50 characters, 44% chance to pull a new unit. And again, it's the only featured. So if you get a guaranteed featured animation, you know you've got them, right? You don't have to get the Zeno. You don't have to get the Rift. You can just get Hercule and Boo. So, and then you're like, oh, yep, shit, there he is. I got him. So this is a great way for newer players to be able to pull these units for free, right? You don't have to spend stones. You don't have to, go crazy on your summons, and you could still walk away with a shot to get them. I mean, there's going to be people that don't, right? I'll probably going to be one of them. We'll see. I talk about that now, and then I don't know. We'll see. But there will be a lot of people that do get the new unit from this summon, and that's going to be incredible. This isn't quite the level of give you a free character like they did during the 10th anniversary, but I mean it's pretty damn close for what Dokkan has done here throughout the 10 years that it's been going, right? This is pretty generous. There's 44% is pretty generous. Now, say you've rainbowed the units and you don't want to do this, or you don't really care and you don't want to go 50 all at once. You can still do the other ticket summon here that you can use singles, or you can do with 10 tickets. This basically just guarantees you that the 10th character is going to be an SSR character. Not a doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a feature. Doesn't mean it's going to be a new character. It's just going to be an SSR. So I mean, there's not a whole lot of gain to be had from doing this as opposed to doing this. I mean, this is basically just for, like, I assume the people that weren't able to get all 50. They want to have something there to allow people to still use the tickets. But I don't think there's any reason why you shouldn't be able to get all 50. The missions are pretty simple. The hardest one's probably just going to be the Seriously Serious battle, but I don't think you really even have to go that hard on it. Well, so here's the Inevitable Showdown. So this is the mission where you get the 10 tickets. Defeat Super Saiyan Trunks feature in Phase 1 of Stage 3 of the Seriously Serious battle. This mission can be completed even if you don't clear Phase 2. Yeah, so really you just have to beat the first phase of this fight to get the 10 tickets. So they made it even easier for you to get these, right? You don't even have to complete the entire event to get the tickets. You just have to beat the first phase. So again, they're really trying to make sure that they do their best to, like, give these tickets away without just giving them away, if that makes sense. But yeah, so those are available now. You get this from the Serious battle. You knock that out. You got the 7 from the first login, and then the missions here. So part 1, these are just the panel missions that you'll see. You get 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, just doing things you're just going to do just by playing the game, right? So the Turtle School, so your daily event, right? Do those. Clear any growth category 3 times. So I mean, if you just do this for 3 days, you've already got this. Clear a Dokkan event, a friend summon, exchange this coin for, a Kai or hidden potential orbs or whatever else is in the shop, right? Anything in there, you just trade in these coins and you get them, and they give you these. So I mean, it's not like you have to go spend anything for them. You get these as it is. Use at least 10 growth keys. They're handing those out as well. So there's really no reason you can't do that. Use over 3 million Zenny. Use a support item. You beat an Extreme Z battle stage, and then complete all the missions and you'll get an extra stone. Once you've completed this board, it'll take you to the second board, which will give you more chances of getting even more of these, because there's a total of 33, right? So beat I can't freaking read right now. Transcendent Embodiment of Fury event, which is basically just the Goku Black clone event. Level up the specified character to level 10. So this is just the clone. Let's see, recruit a character whose name includes from an end level set level 10. Okay, now that's super easy too, because you're going to get a bunch of copies of these as you're playing. So you can do this for free. You don't have to use Kai's. You don't have to do anything like that. You just use the copies of characters that you get, and you can easily get this done. I did make another video going over this event too. So if you don't really understand how to do this, go watch that video. I kind of explain everything, and it's very simple. Attack. Jeez, dude, I really can't read. It's getting late. Activate 100% of the specified hidden, or the character's hidden potential, right? So one of the clones, you just get their hidden potential built out. And I'm pretty sure you're getting, yeah, dude, you're getting all the hidden potential orbs here in the missions. So you can easily do that for free. Clear stage 1 of the special battle. So on any difficulty, and I haven't taken this event on just yet. I plan on doing this very soon, but I mean, I've heard stage 1 is very easy. Stage 3 is very hard, but stage or like the first difficulty of stage 1 is very easy, whereas the third difficulty of stage 1 is very hard. So this should be very simple for people to beat. Let's see, clear phase 1 of stage 10. And yeah, so phase 1, you don't have to beat the whole stage. You don't have to beat the whole event. You just get past phase 1, and phase 1 is usually pretty simple. Yeah, it even says in here, the mission can be completed even if you do not clear phase 2. So don't sweat this. Just beat out phase 1, and you're going to get the tickets. Okay, so this is where I wanted to kind of get to. So these two stages here have not been revealed yet. So we're unable to get the last 5 tickets as of right now. So I would assume that this is going to become available next week, because I would guess we're going to get a data download either like Monday or Tuesday, kind of going over the week's events and kind of what's coming up. I assume some Easy A's. I hope for the Vegeta and Trunks and the Zamasu, but we'll see. I imagine there's going to be another stage of the team cooperation battle as well, and I'm sure that's probably what one of these are. And I don't know what the other one could be, but again, I think this stuff will be available next week at the latest. You know, I mean, it could push into the following week, but I think they're going to put this out next week. That way everybody can just get their tickets and get ready before part 2 starts, before they decide to drop these banners. Yeah, and then just complete this, complete that, but those will give you tickets. So yeah, so I mean, that is everything that we know as of right now for these global Dokkan campaign tickets. I think this is a very cool thing that Dokkan's doing. I love when they do these free tickets, right? It gives players a chance to recruit the new characters for free without having to spend their stones, which is great, because then people can kind of save and just use that as their chance to summon. You know, the same thing with like the Dokkan special day tickets are great, because it may not be a banner you want to summon on, but then they give you these tickets and you're able to do that for free without having to use your stones and not having to, you know, worry about that. So this is just another way of them doing that, and I think it's pretty cool. Plus, it's a boosted rate, a boosted chance to actually pull the new character, which is awesome. Unlike the, you know, summon day tickets, they're special day tickets, which don't really give you a boosted rate. They're just free summons. So very cool. Looking forward to seeing what these banners look like when they actually drop. Again, I mean, they'll only have one featured character for each. I assume it's just going to be 4 different banners, and you just use 50 tickets on one. You can use 50 tickets on another. I assume you can just do it from, you know, it's a pick which one you want to kind of do after already going through your summons for part 1 and part 2, depending on what you're missing or what you want dupes of, whatever. But yeah, very cool. So I think that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of these tickets. Have you guys been able to pick them up yet? Are you just missing? Have you gotten all of them except for, you know, these last two that are still hidden? Who do you plan on summoning for with these tickets? That's going to be the big one. I want to know who you guys are looking forward to summoning for with these. So let me know. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!